Hello everybody, this is Refresh, and a company that makes card sleeves called Sleeve Kings reached out to me and offered me samples of their upcoming premium sleeve line. So I accepted, and I'll tell you a little bit about the sleeve line, and then in the coming weeks and months I will be reviewing each of these sleeves to let you know how they fit. But the big news is that Fantasy Flight Supply, whose sleeves I've reviewed, is discontinuing their sleeve line. And because their sleeves have a very particular size in terms of their height, as in they're often a little bit longer than the average sleeve from another brand, many people who have sleeved their cards in Fantasy Flight sleeves are going to find themselves out of sleeves eventually when they can no longer get a hold of their sleeves and they run out of their extras. So Sleeve Kings is going to be filling that gap by producing sleeves that are meant to be exactly the same size and thickness as Fantasy Flight Supply's sleeves, and they're even using a very similar coloring scheme to Fantasy Flight's coloring scheme so that you can know which of these sleeves to pick up if you want to continue sleeving your cards in sleeves that are similar to Fantasy Flight Supply sleeves. So what you're going to get in each pack is actually a little bit more generous and a little bit more cost effective than buying Fantasy Flight Supply's actual sleeves, because you get 55 sleeves per pack, and I think the price is going to be slightly less per pack as well, which means that this is actually a better deal than Fantasy Flight Supply sleeves, and you're theoretically getting sleeves of around the same quality. And I've always liked Fantasy Flight Supply's quality, even if I found that the price was a little bit on the high side compared to their competitors. But you get 55 sleeves per pack, you get 100 microns thick sleeves, and they're theoretically going to be the same dimensions in terms of the height, their width, and their overall quality. And so those of you who are looking for these, you can find them at sleevekings.com, and they have a menu link at the top that says Prem Sleeves, which I think stands for Premium Sleeves, and you can click on that for more details, as well as a link to the Kickstarter. So they're going to be launching this on Kickstarter, and eventually I think after that they'll be selling them on their site, but I'm not 100% certain, so keep an eye on their Prem Sleeves page at sleevekings.com for more information. If you have any questions about these sleeves, you should reach out to Sleeve Kings at sleevekings.com. But if you're curious about what these sleeves are going to be like, I'm going to be testing them over the course of the next few weeks and months, and hopefully you'll be able to see them demoed in my usual style. If you found this informational video helpful, hit the like button. If you'd like to see these future reviews and or roundups and whatever else that I have going on, hit subscribe. This was Refresh. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.